सर एकचोटि ट्राई गर्नु त रेकर्ड गर्न मिल्छ कि मिल्दैन मैले यहाँ
All right, sir, I'm doing it. No, sir. Yeah, please ask the host to give you permission, Manish.
Okay, allow to record. You try?
Yes, yes, sir. I think it's started working.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome, dear.
Hello, good morning and namaste, everyone. Welcome to this class of Defense Career Academy Nepal, presented by Susan Pariyar, Greatings instructor. So today in our lesson, we'll be studying a topic which is known as preposition. So it's on top of your copy, on top of your notebook, write down preposition. So before I get into this lesson, I'd like to learn from you what the term preposition is. So can anyone tell me what is preposition? Preposition monarchy business. What do you understand by preposition? Anyone? Can anyone tell me what preposition is?
Preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun.
Yes, and I suppose it is placed before noun or pronoun for a purpose, right? Its purpose is it there just for decoration? Obviously not. So what purpose does it serve? के गर्छ त्यसले यस्तो काम के हो त किन राखिन्छ? All right, I'll just clarify you about its definition and about what preposition actually is. So in Nepali we call it Nam Yogi, as you see on the screen. That's recently come, right? Nam Yogi is a preposition, right? So and the work of preposition is to give information about the position and or direction of the work done by subject. So preposition are the words used before nouns or pronouns. Noun to pronoun garden uses preposition. And what does it do? It tells us about the position or direction. The work done by the subject position or direction. Well, let me make you further clear about this with the diagram. In the screen you see there is a boy named David. I've given him a name, David. So, and he's sitting somewhere at the tree, as you can see. With reference to the tree, he is sitting somewhere. Now, let me describe his action in word. So, David sits the tree. Nepali, David ruk basyo. So, when I say this, there was something missing. I know. There is something not clear about the sentence and which has made the sentence not meaningful. Sentence only meaningful about it. But as I give a word under, David sits under the tree, or David ruk muni basyo, but it's given over. All right. Obviously, David ko kaam kya ho yahan? What is the action that David is doing? Kya action ma se yahan? Basne kaam. Verb is an action word. So isko verb bhaneko sit basne kaam. तर बस्ने कामको चाहिँ तपाईले अन्डर युज गर्नु भएन भने के भयो त्यहाँ त्यो कतातिर बस्यो त्यो उसको काम जो सिटिङ काम छ जुन एक्सन त्यो एक्सनको पोजिसन र डाइरेक्सनको बारेमा हामीलाई इन्फर्मेसन मिलेन It is not always that he can sit under the tree. Couldn't he sit beside the tree? David यहाँ बस्यो भने के भन्नु पर्यो? If David is here, what do you say with reference to tree? David is sitting or David sits beside the tree. हैन? So suppose if is a tree and your tree मा चाहिँ एउटा branch एउटा branch मा चाहिँ if David would be sitting here के हुन्थ्यो? David is sitting under the tree हुन्छ अब? No, David is sitting on the tree. On the branches or on the tree. भनेपछि हेर्नु है बस्ने काम मात्रै पोजिसन र डाइरेक्सन को हिसाबमा कति धेरै तरिकाले हुँदो रहेछ हैन? Sometimes he could be sitting beside the tree, tree को नजिक, sometimes he could be sitting on the tree, and sometimes he could be sitting under the tree as mentioned in the picture. भने यहाँबाट के बुझ्यौँ हामीले प्रिपोजिसन भनेको सब्जेक्टले गरेको काम बस्ने कामको पोजिसन या डाइरेक्सनको बारेमा हामीलाई इन्फर्म गर्ने टर्म नै के रहेछ प्रिपोजिसन रहेछ सो इन नेपाली हाउ डु वी से इट यस प्रिपोजिसन भनेको नाम तथा सर्वनामको अगाडि प्रयोग गर्ने शब्द हुन् जसले कर्ताको क्रियाको स्थान या दिशाको बारेमा हामीलाई जानकारी दिन्छ इट इन्फर्म्स अस अबाउट द पोजिसन अर डाइरेक्सन द्याट्स वाइ इट इज नेम्ड प्रिपोजिसन हैन पोजिसन इसको वर्ड में छ नि All right, please write this down. Write this definition down. So this is an introduction to preposition. Preposition को काम हामीले अलिकति क्लियरली बुझ्यौँ र सबैले बुझ्यौँ हामीले I hope I made myself clear. Did I? Good. ल So let me clarify it with further few more examples. In the screen, you see there's a boy. And there's a boy doing something. And if I am to describe his action, I will say John. I have named this boy John. And John dived. Katatira. Dive mother is how then I'm like Katatira dive into the water. When we say dive, into bhaniyana preposition bhaniyana it's not clear to us. Because dive भन्ने काम त बाहिर पनि हुँदो रहेछ हुँदैन रहेछ स्क्रिनमा हेर्नुस् the dolphin dived out of the water यो dive भन्ने काम भएको छ but sometimes it's into sometimes it's out of हो so preposition बाट हामीले के बुझ्यौँ preposition भनेको सब्जेक्टले गरेको एक्सन यसमा डाइभिङ एन्ड एक्सन को चाहिँ पोजिसन र डाइरेक्सनको बारेमा हामीले क्ल्यारिफाई गर्ने and if you do not use preposition your sentence cannot be meaningful जस्तै John dived the river John dived the water doesn't make sense, right? Similarly, okay, David sits the tree. Oh my goodness, that did not make sense. The cat sits at the table. No. Sits under the table, sits on the table, I know. Sits beside the table, okay. But not clarified about it. So preposition will be a term on that. Now let's start. We'll begin with in on at, right? So in on it will suru garchau. Suruma in lekhaula. In. So in चाहिँ हाम्रो के मेजर ड्युरेसन ड्युरेसनमा चाहिँ हामी इन युज गर्छौँ है ड्युरेसन भनेको अवधि समय अवधि हामी जहिले पनि ड्युरेसन युज गर्छौँ फर इक्जाम्पल he will be back just 2 minutes. I'm भन्छु नि म 2 मिनेटमा आइहाले फर्केर एकैछिन होल्ड अन कसरी भन्नु रहेछ I will be back in 2 minutes 2 मिनेटमा ड्युरेसन 2 मिनेट भनेको हैन Sita will return back from London just 3 weeks के भन्नु Sita will return back from London in 3 weeks. Next one is ल टोल र चोक भन्दा ठुलो सबै जियोग्राफिकल युनिट टोल र चोक भन्दा ठुलो टोल र चोकमा चाहिँ एट युज हुन्छ त्यो भन्दा ठुलो के हुन्छ बिगर देन टोल र चोक इज सिटी हैन इन पोखरा इज अ सिटी हैन इन पोखरा भन्छ नि देयर इज अ कन्सर्ट गोइङ अन इन पोखरा हैन देयर इज अ फेस्टिभल गोइङ अन इन पोखरा एट पोखरा बाई पोखरा हैन इन पोखरा हैन सिमिलरली अब सिटी भन्दा ठुलो के हुन्छ What is greater than city? के हुन्छ सिटी भन्दा ठुलो district, right? District in Kathmandu being a district. And in Surkhet, greater than district is province, I know. In province number 1, in Karnali province, I know. And province number 6, in province number 1, in Bagmati Pradesh. So greater than province is what? What comes after province? Entire country, you know? So in Nepal, in the United States, in India, province, so country. And bigger than country is continent, right? This continent is composed of many countries. In Asia, on Asia, in Mount Everest lies in Asia. Remember that. Right? And bigger than country, continent is world. And greater than world is universe. So in Asia, in the world, in the universe, is the term used for Android. Yes. Yes, geographical unit in use for those. So when you are speaking and when you are in an exam also, when such terms come, you must use with preposition in as a preposition, right? Before the Mudargari. So next one is for direction and daybreak. Direction means east, west, north, south, right? The sun rises in the east. In the east, in the west, in the north, in the south. In Bonito, use one. So daybreak, what do you mean by daybreak? Morning, afternoon, and evening, and they are known as daybreak. So before them also you use preposition in. For example, I go for a jogging in the morning. Again, at the morning, by the morning, on the morning, it's always in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. If you have to make call to Deacon and Ox, I'm in class section, do someone ready. So do we have class in the afternoon today? Do we have class in the afternoon today or in the afternoon? Right? So in noon by 8 at the afternoon, no, that's incorrect. So next one is year and century, I know. Time period avadhi, it's the 365 days makes a year. A period of 100 years is not a century, I know. Decades, decade is period of 10 years. 10 वर्ष को अथवा decade भन्छ हैन ल. So year, for example, first Olympic game was held. Do you know? Does any of you know? When was the first Olympic game held? I don't know. I'm just giving an example, so please correct it. It's the 1994 then 56 suppose. If it comes 1956 is a year, so you write in. The first Olympic game was held in 1956. The devastating earthquake measuring 7.8 Richter scale hit Nepal. That's 2015 in AD and is 2072, right? BS. So what is 2017? Is it a year? Yes, it is a year. So The preposition you apply is in. The devastating earthquake, sorry. The devastating earthquake measuring 7.8 Richter scale hit Nepal in 2017 BS. Because this is a year, right? So it's for century and decade, or century example. 21st century science and technology. Has when we have no one. They often come together. That's the 21st century. Science and technology has ruled the world. What do you write here? In the 21st century. Right? So year or decade, remember, in years. So only month. Sometimes what we do is we only use month. How many months say dates we use Gordino, right? Sometimes we only go for month. In that case, you apply in as a preposition. For example, it rains a lot dash asar. In English, it will be June probably. So sometimes you only use month. You don't. The month is not preceded or followed by a date. Month matra use garna hai table ke use garne in use garne. So what do you use here? It rains a lot in Asar. So if you are telling only the month of your you're born in, you have to go for in. I was born in September. I was born in October. I was born in Ashwin, right? So when only using month, remember you will go for in. Next one is season, right? Season meaning what do you mean by season?
Ritu.
Ritu.
Very good. Ritu. So even for season you use in. For example, it is very cold dash winter. What do you write? What do you write? It is very cold dash winter. Winter is season.
In winter.
So in winter. Very good. Farmers harvest crops in autumn. I know. So during पनि use गर्छ. During also because the period मा चाहिँ यसमा during पनि use गर्छ. It depends on the option, Option दुईटै दियो भने both will be correct. If only one is given, you go for that. During winter or in winter. All right. So this is it. This is it for in. अब अर्को लेखौँ. For on. Next one. Now we understand that on is always for surface. And सतह. In भनेको inside भयो. Surface भनेको सतहमा. Surface भनेको you understand. After having studied the mensuration lesson of mathematics, हामीले बुझ्यौँ कि surface भनेको बाहिरको cover भएको सबै surface, हैन? For example, let's take this bottle. So here, this is also surface. Below part, lateral side, side edgeहरु सबै के हो? Surfaceहरु. यसको बाहिर जतै पनि बसे पनि यो on हुन्छ, हैन? For example, on को we pasted the poster on the wall. Wall मा के हुन्छ? Surface, हैन? बाहिर त्यसको सतह कि भित्र छेड्नुहुन्छ? भित्र लुकाउनुहुन्छ पोस्टर? Do you hide the poster in the wall, inside the wall? No, you don't do it. So बाहिर layer मै राख्दिनुहुन्छ, हैन? No. Similarly, a housefly, the housefly is sitting. That's the ceiling. Ceiling means opposite of floor, right? What do you write here? Housefly कसरी बस्छ? Floor को उल्टो ceiling छिडेर बस्छ त? No, it sits on the layer. It sits on the outer part. भित्र छिडेर बस्दैन. यति मोटो हुन्छ ढलान के तल बस्छ, right? यहाँ भित्र बस्छ त? No, it doesn't sit. It doesn't sit inside. त्यसको तलको part, surface. So on the ceiling. Right? So next one. month plus date. Month र date दुईटै युज हुँदाखेरि यानी on use गर्नु.
डिस्टर्ब गरे ल
Yes,
तर
yes.
सर सोभिकाले इन्ट्री माग्दै थियो.
All right, so month plus date. अब month र date दुईटै युज गर्यो भने चाहिँ if we're only using month हैन month मात्र युज गर्दा हामी in युज गर्छौं भने month र date दुईटै युज गर्दा हामी on युज गर्नुपर्छ compulsorily, right? So I was born dash 21st Asar भन्नु भने now here what we're doing is we're using both month as well as dates on, right? We have a program dash 29 Chaitra. So here what you're doing, you're using both month and date, right? Let me give an English month, September. So on भन्नु पर्यो. जहिले पनि ख्याल गर्ने. आफ्नो date of birth भन्दा पनि on भनेर भन्नु पर्दो रहेछ हैन? I was born on भनेर. Yes. So the next one is days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, हैन? यसमा चाहिँ हामी on use गर्छौं. For example, I will see you when you get to, हैन? I'll see you dash. यो word pronounce गर्नु त कसरी pronounce गर्नुहुन्छ? यहाँले? How do you pronounce this word? Anyone? It's not Wednesday, eh? It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Very good. Sounds good, right? I'll see you Wednesday, on Wednesday. What are you doing on Saturday? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all days, I know. I was born on Thursday, on Monday. About write a note, but if such word are not, let's no, but if you see words such as next, last, this, that, today, tomorrow, it's the word देख्नु भयो भने चाहिँ if you see such words, don't use any preposition before them. It's the word lazy preposition लिँदैन. For example, अघिसम्म तपाईको हामीले Wednesday ले लिइरहेको थिए, but if I write, I will see you next Wednesday, भने के गर्ने अब? What do you do? So next Wednesday, when now the preposition that you put is nothing, cross. You don't put any preposition in this case. I will see you next Wednesday. I know about the English ma पर्सी पछि नि पर्सी भन्ने छैन. So नि पर्सी भन्नु पर्यो भने this Friday, next Friday यसरी भन्छौँ हामी. Same for these other words, right? So what do? You mock these words. You are saying right? You this, last, that, today, tomorrow is the word mammy preposition use you know. So next one is means of communication. Means of communication meaning sansar ka madhyamharu na jaile pani on use गर्ने. For example, did you read the news? That's the newspaper. And on the newspaper. Did you read the news on the newspaper? What's on TV tonight? as TV मा के छ, right? On TV, on the radio, on the Facebook, on the Instagram, होइन? Social media को the means of communication. So यसमा जहिले पनि on use गर्नु. What's on? Did you hear the news on the radio? On the radio. Means of communication मा जहिले पनि हामी on use गर्छौँ, होइन? ल. So next one is for topic. Topic मा हामी जहिले पनि के use गर्छौँ? On use गर्छौँ. For example, यो शीर्षकमा जस्तै write an essay. Write an essay dash Nepal Army. कुन topic मा लेख्नु रे? Nepal Army topic, right? It's on Nepal Army. She is presenting PowerPoint गरेको. She is presenting on Nepalese politics. When a topic, her topic of presentation is what? Nepalese politics. Topic. यो विषयमा तपाईं इन्टरनेटमा खोज्दा पनि त्यही गर्नुपर्छ हैन? Sentence on भनेर शब्दहरु दिनु. जस्तै sentence on military. यो विषयमा military भन्ने विषयमा चाहिँ sentence चाहियो मलाई. Topic. So dependency. कुनै पनि कुरामा dependent छ भने त्यसमा जहिले पनि on हुन्छ. For example, we live dash food. के लेख्ने? We live in food हो? Science मा पढ्नु भएको पक्कै पनि when you were small. We live dash food. भनेको खानामाथि बस्छौं भने no, it means we are dependent on food for our survival. Very good. We live in food. Plants live on water and sunlight. Water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, whatever, right? Air. I don't want to be in debate, right? I don't know whether actual plant needs carbon dioxide or oxygen. I suppose it needs both, right? So let's write air. So plants live on. Depend गर्छ भने, right? So on is also for dependency. Very good. So अब at को हेरौँ हामीले. At is for compounded area. Compound भित्र भएको. कुनै पनि कार्यालय which is inside a compound which has well marked perimeter. परिसर भएको. आफ्नो क्षेत्र भएको. आफ्नो compound भित्र भएको एरियालाई at भनिन्छ हामीले. जस्तै the police station. Police station compound हुन्छ? हुन्छ? हुन्छ कि हुँदैन? At the airport. Airport compound, right? So strict, you know it. At the bus station, bus stop kunja. At the police station, at the bus station, at the army station, no? No, at the army barrack. Similarly, at the office kuma dunja rafne area. School kunja, at a school. At work, काम गर्ने ठाउँ. At college. At the library. So if I tell you I'm at the swimming pool, what do you understand? If I tell you I'm in the swimming pool, meaning I'm inside water, right? I'm in the water. But if I tell you I'm at the swimming pool, it means I'm inside the premise of swimming pool. And swimming pool, no, there is cafeteria, there is a place to bask, right? So at the swimming pool means you're not actually swimming. You're inside the perimeter of swimming pool. Swimming pool area. There is cafeteria for refreshment. There is a place, to bask. Yes. So perimeter bhitra गर्छ है, target गर्छ, right? Or at the museum. At the meeting. At the party. यस्तो compounded area हामीले at use गर्छौँ यसलाई याद गर्ने है. Likewise, we use at for festival. Festival preparation and at use. For example, we wear new clothes, put on tikka, and eat delicious food. That's दसैँ बन्यो के लेख्ने अब यसमा एक्जाममा आउँदा ड्युरिङ पनि मिल्छ क्या ड्युरिङ दसैँको बेला पनि हुन्छ होइन ड्युरिङ छ भने त अब तपाईँको एट दुईवटा हुँदैन कि दुईवटा आन्सर करेक्ट हुन्छ अब तपाईँलाई जहिले पनि एउटा दिन्छ सो एउटा दिएको हुन्छ एट ड्युरिङ दिएको छ ड्युरिङ लेख्ने इन र अन चाहिँ नलेख्ने एट दसैँ एट क्रिसमस the visit there family the parents from the family they visit their parents relatives and friends at Christmas for festival use at अर्को time समयमा हामी जहिले पनि at use गर्छौँ for example I will see you at 5:30 in 5:30 भन्नुहुन्छ no we don't say it I'll see you at 5:30 I wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning every day morning मा पनि in भन्नु भएन in the morning every day All right, time. And the next one is for speed, temperature. This moment I'm at use right? For example, he drives a car that's 120 kilometer per hour. So kilometer per hour is a unit of speed, you know? So speed at use going. He drives a car at 120 kilometer per hour. Temperature water boils that's 100 degree Celsius. So water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. I'm sure you use what right? The next one is Umer. Umer apa name? At use just say. She got married at 22. When you go? So when she married, she was 22 years old. She got married at 22. When you go? 22 means her age was Umer. My grandfather died at 80, meaning is. I am at my early 30s. Even the age, right? Early 30s, 31, 32, 33 early. Mid 34, 35, 36, and late 37, 38, 39. So, meaning into words and police description.
Yes, sir.
Right? Then it was taught, today, this is the description of a man whom police wished to interview in connection with a crime that took place yesterday. The man seems to be 80s early, it is mid 30s. So, ask all this one is if you do not want to tell exact date, it's 8 line. because nobody wants to tell bro, right? So you might go with this. 37 वर्ष भने मिड भन्दैन है, बा 34-35 को कि भन्ने सोच्ला, र त्यसरी भन्दैन भन्नु पनि सकिन्छ होला हैन. So anyway, for age we use what? We use at. Next one is for price and percentage. Percentage as a rate, rate को दरको रूपमा चाहिँ प्रयोग गरेको है. For example, petrol is available dash rupees 110 per liter or liter. के लेख्ने? Petrol is available at rupees 110 per liter. Right? This is how you do it. Now, next one is percentage. Percentage मा के कसरी गर्ने होला? कुनै पनि as a rate तपाईलाई दियो भने, for example, she borrowed a sum of money dash 16% interest. Rate बनेगा यो हैन? At 16% interest. All right, so this is it for at. अब तपाईले एउटा phrasal verbहरु, यो phrasal preposition युज हुने त्यो खालको टर्महरु लेख्नु होला. All right, write down. So phrasal preposition. Phrasal preposition. For in on it है. जस्तै अब phrasal preposition भनेको चाहिँ कुनै कुनै verb सँग चाहिँ यही preposition आउँछ भन्ने हुन्छ तपाईको. जस्तै पहिला in को हेरौँ. In को हुँदाखेरि के हुन्छ in? As a phrase used हुने, it's always in love, it's fallen in love. हैन? He is in love. Similarly, in happiness, in sadness, right? In this photograph, you must have heard Ed Sheeran's photograph song also, and haven't mentioned, right? In this photograph. So the next one is interested in. This is phrasal preposition. After the word interested, the preposition that follows is in. Interested in. Right? La. Or in anger, in disgust, in hurry, hatarma. Hurry la hasty पनि भन्छ है. In hasty, in a hurry. So on को भनेको आगो लाग्यो on fire. जहिले his house is on fire. आगो लाग्दैछ on fire. On foot हिँड्दै आयो भने तिमी आज केमा आयौ? I came here by a public bus or I came here on foot. हिँड्दै आएन. Insisted भनेको अलिकति अर्ज गरिराख्नु, रिक्वेस्ट गरिराख्नु. Insisted भनेको म यो गरेको खाली पढ कि पढ भन्छ भने he insisted me on study. Insist गरिराख पढ भनेर डिपी गरिराख्नु क्या हैन. ल keen on, dependent on, dependent upon पनि युज हुन्छ होला. The similar on and upon, dependent on, dependent upon. So on his birthday, so Women's Day, on the Independence Day, on the Martyrs' Day, is the term right? On use also. When at kusai, at work, in the office, right? At school, annoyed at, alarmed at, surprised at the gate. Gate ma छ भने at the gate हुन्छ. यो कन्ट्रोल गर्नुपर्छ है. एक्जाम आउने टर्महरु यिनीहरु. At the gate, at the door. अर्को married, क्वेशन रिसायो भने he's mad at me हैन. ल अब जे भन्दा पनि हामी चाहिँ angry at भन्ने भन्छ त्यो मान्न भने रिसायो भने mad at भन्दा हुन्छ हैन. ले बीच किन्छ नि मसँग बीच किन्छ annoyed at ह्यात्तेर केले वाक्कै लाउँछ भने annoyed at कुनै कुरा पनि तर्स्यो भने alarmed at हैन. ल त्यो टर्महरु याद गर्नु. All right, so I'd like to give you short exercises covering this topic. So the exercise is and the after we'll be moving on to the further topics. All right, your assignment, this assignment. All right, this much. So यसको आन्सर मात्र लेख्न थाल्नु है यसको क्वेसन म तपाईलाई भाइबरमा सेन्ड गरिदिन्छु only start writing down the answers. You don't have to write the question, just make it quick. Only write down the answers. So I've already sent to you on the Viber. Answer just make it quick because we have other topics to cover too. Only go for answers, and I'd like to give you 2 minutes. Good, Sobika. All right, and here we go. So let's check the answer. And the answers are, for number A, someone is knocking at the door.
At.
Very good. Not on the door, right? At the door. We have party.
On.
On. But month and date both use master. Very good. She will be back.
No.
In few days.
In.
Duration. Very good. Duration until. What did you have?
In the morning.
In the morning.
In.
Very good. Morning, evening, afternoon, daybreak in. Could we please meet
On this
Saturday? But this Saturday message. Could we please meet this Saturday? As in no preposition. I heard about the incident. Radio being means of communication on the radio.
On the radio.
Good. He met an accident while driving.
At.
Very good. I was dash work when she phoned.
At.
I was at work when she phoned. Very good. Are you taking a leave from work
At Christmas.
at Christmas? He gifted me watch
In.
On.
on my birthday. Oh, on occasion, event, or mammy on use गर्छौँ.
Yeah.
She was married.
With.
Oh, married मा जहिले पनि true.
Two.
यो जुन
Two.
marriage बुझ्छौँ हामी, married to, तल चाहिँ with. तीनटा बच्चा लिएर नि, right? With 3 children. He died of cancer.
Of.
Always of. Died पछाडि है. This is phrasal preposition. Died was F. Double F and single F. She is angry. मान्छेसँग रिसायो भने with.
At.
मान्छेको व्यवहारसँग हो भने at. She is angry at my necklaces. He fell off the chair. ल अफको पढ्छु म भाइ कसरी भयो भन्दा. अरु चाहिँ याद गर्ने हो.
यी नम्बरको कुन पो भन्नुभयो?
Angry at मान्छेसँग रिसायो भने with, मान्छेको व्यवहारसँग रिसायो भने at हुन्छ. बुझिन्छ BM? जस्तै I'm angry at BM's carelessness. Carelessness यहाँको व्यवहार हो. तर तपाईसँग रिसायो भने I'm angry with BM. That was just an example. I feel I'm not angry with you. At your behavior, right? I'm not angry with you. All right, so this is it about our topic here. Further topics. Microphone mute, goes microphone. All right, next one. Next one should be O double F, off. Off is really easy. Off is antonym of a word on. On को ठीक उल्टो क्या on is. जस्तै on भयो भने there's a connection or there's attachment with the surface. Off भयो भने त्यो के हुन्छ उल्टो हुन्छ. On भनेको बस्ने यता, off भनेको यसको बाहिर जाने. Detachment हुन्छ जस्तै he is sitting on the wall. तर wallबाट jump गर्यो भने he jumped dash the wall. अब wallमा बस्दाखेरि connection हुन्छ हैन. Jump गर्यो भने के भयो? Connection भयो? No. So disconnect. So off the wall. He jumped off the wall. So Vans भने जो शूज छ नि एउटा ब्रान्ड त्यसको क्याप्सन पनि छ off the wall भनेर. So it's so comfortable that it is sporty हुन्छ रे. खाली त्यो wallबाट jump गर्दै हिँड्नु मन लाग्छ right? It's off the wall. त्यही भएर है. अर्को he fell dash his bike. Fell from होइन है, fell off. Fell off. बाटो होइन कि बाटो भने पनि तपाईले from होइन इङ्ग्लिशमा off युज गर्नु पर्यो. So most of the students they confuse it with from and they go on writing from and lose the marks होइन. Jump from is jumped off. त्यो कुरा लुगा लाउनु पनि के भन्छ? लुगा खोल्नुलाई take off भन्छ. Take off your clothes or take off your shoes. लगाउनु भन्दा put on भन्छ. On को उल्टो के. Put on your clothes, take off your clothes. हेर्नु त उल्टो छ. लाउनु भनेको connect with your body, off भनेको disconnect. Detached from your body. But meaning as so on the off. So when I was small, my English teacher used to say to us, I'll pull you people's ears off. Think about it. I keep on you'll pull my ear off. Connection I wonder how we would connect it back. I'll place it back onto one theory. So off detachment. Next one is along. Along. Across. And through. Right? So along, across, and through. What is the difference on that? What happened? Hold on, please. Something went wrong. Rajendra sir. He seems busy. Rajendra sir, can you listen to me?
Yes, my dear.
So could you please stop my share screen for a while?
Okay.
Could you please stop it
sure.
once? There's some disturbance. Thank you so much, sir. It got refreshed now. All right, we'll get back to it. Yes, so across, I was talking about across. I was talking about along, and I was talking about through. So what is the difference between them? Take a look. Across means you go from one side to the other, right? You go from one side to the other means what you would have party, a side would also sign that is across. If you go parallel to that path, ये path बढै जस्तै बाटोमा हिँड्नुहुन्छ फुटपाथमा हैन साइडवकमा तपाईं हिँड्नुहुन्छ नि घरको पनि कोरिडोरमा कसरी हिँड्नुहुन्छ this is the passage you walk from this side passage बाट हैन parallel to it parallel from its center go along so there's difference across भनेको वारीबाट पारी along with त्यो सँगसँगै right अब through भनेको चाहिँ कस्तो भन्दा if you happen to pass by some like enclosed object कुनै पनि थुनिएको अब्जेक्टबाट तपाईं one point to the other side निस्किनुहुन्छ भने that is through जस्तै यसरी but that thing that you just passed हैन into from त्यसमा चाहिँ के हुनु पर्यो त्यो चाहिँ enclosed हुनु पर्यो जस्तै window पनि त चारवटा enclosed हुन्छ so you entered from the window you entered through the window हैन the train is came out right or like went entered and came to the other side through a tunnel right so one side to the other so he entered through the door through the window because you know it frame is in this way so we enclosed it's the past as the glass can you see from the glass can you see it through the glass because there's one layer right and one put through the glasses so through the binocular look through the binocular durbin isn't it from one part to the other part you see it so कुनै enclosed surface बाट छिरेर गयो भने चाहिँ that is through so example लेख्न सक्छु के हुन्छ across को he swam dash the river के भन्ने along the river can you swim along the river yes only if you want to see your ancestor you will yeah you can obviously only if you want to see your ancestor right meet your forefathers you will do that right but we don't want to see them not at least now not at least at this age right so we should across in this case across the river the road is not meant for whom meant for pedestrian right footpath sidewalk is for us so road normally go across the road right so next one is he went dash the bridge ko kaam pani ke ho the purpose of bridge is you to help you cross and help you go across or help you come from one side to the other so across the bridge this is an example of it so next example for along
ब्रिज मा त along हुनु पर्ने हैन सर
oh bridge ma yes that makes sense along le pani sense चाहिँ मिल्छ तर bridge को काम भनेको के हो भन्नुस् त वारीबाट पारी लग्ने तपाईलाई
हजुर सर
exactly त्यही त्यो अर्थमा चाहिँ bridge मा cross लाग्यो है so you must always use a cross although along also makes sense but we must not forget its primary purpose and its primary purpose is to help you go from one side to the other and one side to the other भने के युज गर्छौं हामी के युज गर्छौं across युज गर्छौं बुझ्यौ ल very good so next one that's the corridor भनेको थाहा छ नि तपाईलाई हैन प्यासेज घरको त्यो फर्स्ट इन्ट्रान्समै हुन्छ नि गल्ली भन्छ नि हैन so along the corridor always highway मा कसरी कुद्छ गाडी how do vehicles fly they fly along the highway right for example the bus made an accident dash the Preposition highway कता हुन्छ एक्सिडेन्ट along हुन्छ नि हाइवे हैन so along the पृथ्वी highway because the bus would be running यसरी parallel कुद्छ रोडकै बिचबाट हैन अनि त्यहाँ एक्सिडेन्ट्स along the road through को चाहिँ के हुन्छ त
on
so through को
The thief came through the door.
don't come through the door, you know. They come from window, you know, especially through the window. So the thief entered. So can't do that. So right? Door is for good people. So the thief entered into the room. That's the window. So getting from the window. No, it's through the window. Through the door. Through भनेर वारीबाट पारीको त त्यो छेडेर जानु पर्यो र enclosed surfaceबाट बुलेट पनि गयो वारीबाट पारी भने के हुन्छ the bullet went or passed through his body भन्यो भने from one part to the other but there's an enclosed surface हैन the enclosed object is your body and it will create some kind of a valve like structure inside so through the body भनेर छेडेर वारीबाट पारी कुनै एउटा enclosed object बाट चाहिँ छिरो भने त through हुन्छ. All right, so you look through the glasses. Just now, what the can I see through the glasses? Why you're asking? It looks dirty, you know. What's the data? Yes, you're done. So are you clear? Across along through example clear? Looks like question either, right? Only across along through, na? Are you clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Love. So next one. The next one should be yes, by. So by is used in passive voice, you know it. Passive voice ko kunma if it is done by means of a person, by the help of a person, I know. So if anything is done by means of a person or people, manchego madhyamबाट काम सम्पन्न हुँदा we use by. For example, the wall was painted by Ram. Passive sentence. Who painted the wall? It was Ram who painted the wall. So the wall was painted by Ram. So Ram being the one who made this work, this action happen. You know? Passive voice. Also, means of transportation. So means of transportation mapping, we use by. For example, I came here by public vehicle. I came here by bus. So came here by flight. Flight, airplane, like flight, right? By flight. By motorbike अर्को transportation means transportation use गर्दाखेरि ल so by को यो भयो. Now next one is with. So by means of person whenever an action is completed we use by Ram, by Falna, you know, by me, by her. But if an action is done by means of an instrument, device, or a tool, in that condition we use by, sorry, with. For example, I eat rice, that's a spoon. So most students mainly confuse it for with, sorry, by a spoon. Spoon is a device and तपाईँले spoon use गरेर चाहिँ तपाईँले rice खान सक्नुभयो, right? So here spoon being a device you use with, being a tool or an instrument, I eat rice with a spoon. Do you remember our childhood days when mom used to charge us with broom? It is not mom used to charge me by broom, right? With broom. Right? The criminal killed the victim with a gun, with a knife, not by a knife. The criminal killed the victim with a gun, not by a gun. The terrorist injured the civilians with AK-47. अब AK-47 they kill men, हैन? ल. Not by, with a gun, with a knife. If it is a device or a tool, then with use one hand. All right. So this is for with. Next one, also with go indication. चिनाउनुको लागि पनि हामी with use गर्छौँ. For example, the man, एउटा belongingness, एउटा belonging बोकेको छ भने त्यो belongingलाई indicate गर्न हामी with use गर्छौँ. For example, the man with a red hat is my uncle. Right? The man with a red hat is my uncle. The woman dash a cat is my aunt. The woman with the cat is my aunt. On a cat. Oh, do you ride a cat like a horse? That would be a stupid answer, right? So you don't do it. No. So this is it. Beside and besides. It's really easy. Can anyone tell me the difference? Beside and besides. Besides, when you go next to छेउपट्टि हैन नजिकमा नजिक छेउमा भनेको इज बिसाइड बिसाइड्स भनेको अतिरिक्त
बाहेक भने जस्तो छ
यस बाहेक बाहेक अतिरिक्त भनेको बिसाइड्स फर एक्जाम्पल Ram is taking a nap. Nap भनेको थाहा छ a short sleep sleeps अझ लामो हुन्छ nap भनेको short sleep जस्तै दिउँसो लिन्छौँ नि हामी हैन 1-2 घण्टामा त्यस्तो सुत्छ नभए 1 hour 1.5 hours सुत्ने short लाई चाहिँ nap भन्छ. So Ram is taking a nap. That's fire. अब beside fire कि besides fire बाहेक fire हुन्छ कि fire को छेउमा के भनेको यसले
छेउमा
छेउमा exactly next to नजिक छ fire हैन. So this is beside fire. But besides से कुनमा युज भन्दा calcium is also found calcium nutrient हैन it's also found in food dash milk is my killing. Calcium is also found in food dash milk because many people believe that calcium is only found in milk kind of. So there are also other foods where calcium can be found. So के लेख्ने यसमा चाहिँ दूधको छेउमा भने कि दूध बाहेक भने के भने यसले What is it trying to mean? खै के भनेको क्याल्सियम
बाहेक
पाइन्छ
भनेको besides
एक्ज्याक्टली मिल्क बाहेक पनि भनेको भेरी गुड मिल्क बाहेक मिल्क अतिरिक्त अन्य खाद्य तत्त्वहरुमा पनि क्याल्सियम पाइन्छ भेरी गुड सो दैट इज बिसाइड्स So there are about 3 or 4 few topics more and thereafter it is done. लेख्छौँ बेटी? All right, very good. So next one, write down for and since. अब एउटा for भनेको चाहिँ लागि वाला for हुन्छ हैन एउटा चाहिँ देखि वाला for हुन्छ ल दुईटै हेरौँ यो for को 1 अर्को for 2 देखि वाला for चाहिँ 2 जस्तै she has gone to Pokhara in 3 days for 3 days 3 दिन मानियो लागि भनेको चाहिँ for 3 days I'm doing this only for you तिमीलाई मात्रै right ल एउटा for you हुन्छ but the for that is often used together with since त्यो for र since भनेको चाहिँ फेरि देखि हो के यसको मिनिङ चाहिँ देखि बाट भन्छ नि हैन देखिबाट दे आर सेम 3 दिनबाट 3 दिनदेखि भन्नु सेम थिङ This is a different for. one which is used alongside since. This means देखिए, not लागि. Remember that. May I erase this last one? Did it complete? Writing down
Yes,
this beside
sir.
and besides? All right, very good. So for instance, this is often asked question, I know. If an examiner or if the one who makes question is asked to choose only one question from the preposition, probably you would go for 4 answers. That's the important question. Looks you at 4 sense, I know. Maybe it's level le garda pani hunछ. This is really important, right? So remember that. You देखि वाला for sense use गर्नको लागि, the first thing is your tense must be in perfect progressive tense or perfect tense. Whenever for instance does not apply to which tense? Continuous, a progressive matrai, progressive or continuous. Yeah, simple tense ma, this for instance does not apply. Progressive tense it applies 90% of the time. 90% is सबैले progressive tense ma use हुन्छ. The remaining 10% say the perfect tense ma. So the first priority is perfect progressive tense. यो दुईटा टेन्समा मात्र तपाईले for र since use गर्न मिल्छ है. अब केमा for मिल्छ भन्दा for is for period. Period अर्थात् के भन्ने अवधि. अब अघि पनि तपाई अवधि थियो भन्नुहुन्छ, तपाई अवधि भए पनि त्यहाँ के थियो इनमा? इनको अवधिमा perfect progressive tense र perfect tense थिएन. If you notice, right? You may also like turn over a page and see it. इनको अघि मैले ल्याएको एक्जाम्पलहरुमा it was not in perfect progressive tense or perfect tense. But now perfect tense आयो भने period जस्तै for 5 years भनेको के भयो? के भयो for 5 years भनेको? Period, अवधि हो. 5 वर्ष भनेको के हो? अवधि हो है. Since भनेको चाहिँ के हो? Point. Point means the name of the time. The time को particular name हुन्छ. Since मा चाहिँ particular name. त्यो time को नामै भनिदिन्छ. जस्तै तपाईले 5 वर्ष भन्नु we are not clear हैन? कुन 5 वर्ष भनेर. कहिले देखिको कतिको वर्ष भन्ने क्लियर भएन हामीलाई. But if I say 2015, is it clear to you? 2015 भन्नु year को नामै भने मैले? Yeah, this is a particular year. So यस्तो particular नाममा नै चाहिँ के प्रयोग गरिन्छ? हामीले sense प्रयोग गरिन्छ. बुझिन्छ? So for 5 years or for few years, केही वर्षसम्म त त्यही हो, अवधि हो हैन त? ल यो कुरा ख्याल गर्नु. Similarly, for 6 months or for a few months, केही महिनादेखि. केही महिना भनेको is not particular month, right? अवधि. केही महिना भनेको केही महिनाहरुको अवधि. But January भनेको के हो? It is a particular name of the month. It has a month sign. Baishakh. What is it? It is a particular name of month. I know. अर्को for 5 days, 5 दिनबाट हैन 5 हप्तादेखि 5 weeks or for a few days केही दिनदेखि केही हप्तादेखि यस्तो मान्छेले यसले चाहिँ के भनिदिन्छ के भनिदिन्छ ल since देशको नाम
लास्ट नाइटहरु भयो भने पनि since हुन्छ है सर?
yes केमा
लास्ट नाइट.
yes obviously दक्षिणमा भन्छ है लास्ट कुनमा भन्दैछ यहाँ so that's since Sunday भनेको. So are you clear? बुझ्दैछ? 5 years भने कुन year is not clear to us, but 25 it's a particular year. 6 months देखि भने कुन months does not know, we do not know it. But since January January is a particular month. 5 दिनदेखि केही हप्तादेखि we don't know it, but if I say from Sunday since Sunday त्यो भन्छ particular time भयो. बुझ्यो? अब लेख्नु अर्को. यो लास्ट पछाडी जस्तै तपाईको last year भन्नु भने since last year, since last year, हैन, since yesterday, since last night. Particular starting point हुन्छ क्या, since दसैँ एउटा स्टार्टिङ पोइन्टको नाम दिएको हुन्छ। तर फेरि लास्ट आउँदैमा तपाईँको जहिले पनि सिन्स लाग्छ भने होइन है। फर एक्जाम्पल हेर्नु यहाँनिर यो कतिवटा इयर्स छ, सबैजना स्क्रिनमा हेर्नुहोस् प्लिज। यहाँ कतिवटा इयर्स छ, 5 इयर्स चाहिँ प्लुरल छ। के छ, प्लुरल भएको चाहिँ फर द लास्ट 5 इयर्स नै हुन्छ। अब सिन्स युज हुन्छ के मात्र हुनु पर्यो, सिन्स लास्ट इयर, लास्ट पछि सिंगुलर हुनु पर्यो। इयर भनेको कति इयर, सिंगल इयर, एउटा मात्र इयर, त्यो कुरालाई ख्याल गर्नु। भनेपछि यसमा के हुनु भयो यहाँ हेर्नु, ल यो दुईटा हेर्नुस्, ए र बी, यसमा कुनमा फर कुनमा सिन्स लाग्छ कि दुईटैमा सिन्स लाग्छ लास्ट हुने बित्तिकै?
माथि फोर्थमा
Since last
एक्ज्याक्टली। सो यहाँ मन्थ्स प्लुरल छ, लास्ट पनि प्लुरल भएको हुनाले फर द लास्ट फ्यु मन्थ्स, यहाँ चाहिँ लास्ट मन्थ चाहिँ अलिकति पर्टिकुलर भएको हुनाले सिन्स लास्ट मन्थ। यति नै हो फर सिन्सको कुरा, तपाईँले बुझ्नुपर्ने। So solve some questions from, for instance, I'll give you. यो सारिसक्नुहोस् त ल। सारिसक्नु ल, good. So may I rob it then? All right, solve it. For since use गर्ने। All right, so 7 questions altogether. Solve गर्नलाई। Yes, Bian. Which number? D. They have been in Nepal since year, so last year.
Done, sir.
Very good. अरू पनि गर्नुस्. All right, very good. So let's check it then. She has been studying. That's 2 o'clock.
Since
It is a point, particular time, or a period.
Particular.
particular time.
Exactly. 2 o'clock, but it's a particular time. Exactly. So since 2 o'clock. But 5 hours is 5 hours or for the last 5 hours. Plural but in the last Bhagavani of 5 hours from the duration. They have been in Nepal, that's the last 5 years.
4.
For the last 5 years. Very good. Last one, it's a plural. Here it's last was singular.
Since.
So since last year. Very good. I have worked here.
Until.
Why until? Why not since? Because the tense is not in
Tense is
progressive or perfect tense.
yeah.
That's until. But it's magic sense for Ferry because the tense is in perfect progressive. And last one, I've been playing the guitar for since.
Since.
Because topic life was 7 years when you right? And that's a particular point. You 7 years or time just the money kind of topic life was 7 minutes, so it's particular sense. All right, so this is it. About last one topic for over below our preposition lesson ends. And so after this preposition, we'll have 2 topics remaining, and that topics are, what are those topics? Those topics are essay and summarization. Oh no, it's essay and what was the next? Can you have remaining topic? Essay and
Comprehension.
Comprehension. All right. So comprehension and essay, which we'll discuss tomorrow to complete our course. All right. And from grammar, almost everything is covered except for the lesson articles. For that, I'll provide you notes and the record. So, record providing. All right. Is that understood? Very good. So write down over, above, under, and below. Sounds similar. They sound similar. Especially students get confused and this over and above because both means up, but there's a slight difference in their use, right? So the over first one, go from one point to another. If you go, leaving the ground chhodera, from me there, point going to that is over. For example, the horse. And here, the horse jumped over the fence, meaning he went from one point, reached the other point, but not by walking, but he went to the media area at some point. Right? Even yes, they used to jump over us. So over the fence. That is over. So the first one is the horse jumped over the fence. So the next one is the airplane flew over the city because it takes off, gets straight and comes down again. So over the city. Of another over is perpendicularly up. ठिक्क मिड पोइन्ट युज गरेर माथि स्ट्रेट माथि गरिन्छ भने त्यो पनि के हुन्छ ओभर हुन्छ. फर एक्जाम्पल this is a river, let's say, on a bridge. So whenever the bridge is built and there's a reference point, it's like ठिक्क मिड पोइन्टमा राखेर यसको मेजरमेन्ट यता पनि बराबर बनाइन्छ हैन. Have you ever seen such kind of bridge where it's so small and here so long? No, you have not seen such a lame bridge, right? Because that is very stupid engineer to create such kind of bridge. So it's midpoint use गरेर like central मानेर यसको measurement बराबर गरेर बनाएको हुन्छ. So the bridge is built above हैन, it's always over the river because of this measurement 90 degree point, midpoint use भएको हुनाले over the bridge always. You look to our question, right? Only question, no? So remember this. Above भनेको चाहिँ कस्तो त? So when two things are like placed parallelly above, एकअर्का सँगै यसरी भयो भने त ओभर हुन्छ. अहिले भर्खर बुझ्यौँ हामीले. यसो ठिक माथि. But if something is up but not parallel or not vertical भनौँ न. यसरी छड्काएर राखिएको छ भने अब यसमा चाहिँ vertical छ हैन? अनि horizontally राखेको छ तपाईको. But यसको यो point के छ? यसलाई चाहिँ vertical measure गरे बराबर राखेको छ, parallel to each other. ठिक माथि. So this is over. But यो picture राखेको केसमा here there is a couch, sofa, sofa, and above it are three pictures. अब यो एकअर्कासँग यसरी राखिएको छ त, यसरी छ त, यस्तो माथि छ त एकअर्काको, प्यारलली प्लेस गरेर त भर्टिकल रिफरेन्स छ त छैन. एउटा चाहिँ यसरी राखिएको छ, एउटा यसरी राखिएको छ, एउटा यसरी राखेको छ है. माथि त माथि नै हो नि यो. But since they are not like यो vertically राखिएको छैन, एकअर्कासँग parallel नभएको हुनाले यसमा चाहिँ हामी के युज गर्छौँ? Above भन्ने टर्म युज गर्छौँ. So the pictures are hung above the couch. Because one after another place छैन यिनीहरू. Parallelly एकअर्काको ठिक माथि छैन यिनीहरू. Pictures are hung above the couch. There's a mirror above the sink. हैन, हाम्रो वाशरुममा राख्छन् हैन? Sink हुन्छ त्यहाँ आद्रै बेसिन अनि त्यसको माथि मिररहरू हुन्छ. त्यो पनि यसरी राखिएको हुन्छ त? No, they are not. Sink यसरी राखेको हुन्छ, मिररलाई यसरी बाहिर राखिदिएको हुन्छ. तर माथि त माथि नै हो त्यो. But since they are not vertical, since they are not parallel to each other, we don't use over in such condition. अब मेजरमेन्टमा त कहिले पनि over use गर्दैन रहेछ. Magnitude, levelहरू मेजर गर्दा है, 0, not over 0, कहिले पनि युज गर्दैन. मेजरमेन्टमा पनि हामी जहिले के युज गर्छौँ? मेजर गर्दा पनि कुनै भन्दा ठुलो यसरी मेजर गर्दा जहिले पनि above. We never use the term over. Remember that. This is measurement temperature, right? Similarly, altitude from the measure going, right? So 80 highest Mount Everest is 29,029 feet above sea level, not over the sea level. Remember that. So students, are you clear about this? All right, good. All right, so after this, the over above just two relations, the under or below is the relations, right? अब यसरी एकअर्कासँग यसरी प्लेस भएको छ, प्यारलली एकअर्काको पर्छ, प्यारलली हैन, and vertical तल छ भने त के हो? That is under now. अघि यस्तो माथि हुँदा अब over थियो, अब यो रेफरेन्सले यसको तल छ भने that is going to be under, but they must be parallel. जस्तै 90 degree down vertically down भनेको छ, possible only in three-dimensional object. Under the fan को तल, ठीक तल, right? Under the bridge. The bridge चाहिँ माथि हुन्छ हैन? मान्छे यहाँ हुन्छ, bridge यस्तो माथि हुन्छ. So it's parallel place हुन्छ त. एकअर्का हैन? ल, vertical reference छ त्यहाँ. Under the tree, under the roof. You word react गर्ने under the. Or tree को पनि त हामी whenever we're sitting under the tree, somewhere the tree, we always take this part. We rest our back against this, हैन? So this is under 90 degree. So under your term because these are option looks. Mind that. Because 90 degree when the term three-dimensional term, see, the sink is below the mirror. I know. Now, fan will follow the Manchester vertical. Manchester has a fan as a vertical. But yeah, vertical so no. Because no parallel to sign a parallel to vertical. राइट 90 डिग्री मेजर गर्न थाल्यो भने के हुन्छ 90 डिग्री तल भन्न थाल्यो भने यस्तो पो आउनुपर्छ बट दिस इज समथिङ डिफरेन्ट यस्तो खालको आएको छ है घुम्नुपर्ने रिलेसन कस्तो यस्तरी सिधै तल भएर यो मिरर चाहिँ यहाँ भइदिएको थियो भने द्याट बी अन्डर तर यसरी छैन नि त है कसरी राखेको छु मिरर यहाँ मिररलाई तल ल्याउनु पर्ने यस्तरी ल्याउनुपर्छ मेजरमेन्ट गरेपछि यो कहाँ भयो 90 डिग्री बाट सो इन दिस केस वी युज बिलो सो द सिंक इज बिलो द मिरर अब मेजरमेन्ट गर्दा कम्पेरिसन गर्दा पनि हामीले बिलो नै युज गर्ने भयो द शिप sank 30,000 feet his marks are below माथि बिलोबाट मेजरमेन्ट गर्दा बिलो नेभर अन्डर युज गर्दैन है below the sea level his marks are under 9 below 9 भन्ने के भन्ने comparison गर्दै हुन्छ लेभल हैन are below 9 his rank is above 9 मेरो भन्दा माथि छ over 9 अनि कहिले पनि comparison measurement मा हामी चाहिँ above र below युज गर्छौं we don't use over and under all right so this is it this is all for preposition so you have so many things to learn it has so many rules right so it is going to need your time your dedication and your commitment of some time हैन एउटा कुनै समयको चाहिँ अलिकति कमिट गरेर तपाईले पढ्नु पर्ने हुन्छ else you are not going to understand it because it has lots of rules and the rules लाई प्रत्येकलाई टर्न बाइ टर्न हेर्नु पर्छ so you have to be very careful and you have to pay attention and give your time equal preposition lesson है यहाँबाट एकदम क्वेशनहरु धेरै आउँछ र अलिक विचार गर्ने not just to expect up to 3 questions from preposition single solely हैन यो लेसनबाट मात्रै 3 maximum क्वेशन आउन सक्छ so अलिकति ध्यान दिएर पढ्ने यहाँ बुझिन्छ स्टुडेन्ट्स is it understood now practice
Yes,
question यही example here enough practice गर्न लागि छदैछन् but I wanted to do one more question set and that has already been uploaded in our page so from there you solve it all right
Okay, sir.
is it understood all right so this was for today tomorrow we'll deal with essay and comprehension there's nothing much to do from it only the technical part I know technical part is technique haru so ma tapailai guide garnechu aru भनेको practice and essay ko I'll provide you some handouts right all right some notes especially Nepal army सम्बन्धी के टपिकहरु त्यो पोइन्टहरु पोइन्ट याद गर्दा चाहिँ सजिलो हुन्छ हो एन्टायर तपाईले प्याराग्राफ पढ्नु भन्दा when you just memorize points it is easy के अब and it becomes easier for us and you can elaborate it from that point तिम्रो पोइन्टहरु याद गर्ने यसै गर्नु बुझिन्छ जस्तै नेपाल आर्मीको बारेमा you might need some statistics some points some solid points किनकि अब 15 marks को यसमा you have to write at least 3 pages at least हैन 2.5 त हुनै पर्यो त्यो हुँदाखेरि पोइन्टहरु चाहिँ एकदमै रिमेम्बर गर्ने तपाई because when like you cannot mug up the entire paragraph so pointer याद गर्यो भने you can like elaborate them later all right so एउटा कोभिड को गर्ने एउटा नेपाल आर्मी always on tourism सम्बन्धी त्यस्तो प्र्याक्टिस बनाएर बुझिन्छ all right so this is it अनि अर्को त्यो आर्टिकल्स को चाहिँ you'll be provided with note all right so thank you so much everyone see you tomorrow and have a wonderful day
Thank you, sir.
goodbye all